Hey guys, welcome back to Maris Happiness. Okay, so it has been a little while, so we are going to do a really quick walkthrough for the weeks and then get into it. Okay, so let me get, I'm pretty sure I have not shown April monthly, so we're going to do that. I don't even know that I've shown March monthly. So let's do March monthly, which came out to be this colorful Pisces uh, spread, and you can see the different elements for Pisces. This is the monthly, so always very simple. The monthlies, I only do little, you know, occasions that happen throughout the month. My tracker that I actually did continue to fill out and am going to fill out, and we'll get to what's going on currently. Pisces information. I went with that this is the 12th and final zodiac sign. Here are some traits, dates that are important, lucky numbers, colors, and for every month, because I am a Capricorn, I want to find out how that sign relates to me as a Capricorn because, well, we are who we are. So, um, astronomical events. So, of course, there was a lunar eclipse that occurred. Some information about March and how the Earth and the moons and everything aligns, constellations. So, those are just details about that. This is April's cover, so you can see Aries. Here are the signs for Aries. I really love this. I think it came out super cute. And this is for April monthly. Now, I do want to correct an element of that I normally do every month. So this is my Coffee Monster Co. Like vellum envelope, or it's not vellum, it's this like plasticky. Ooh, a little ASMR for you right there. Anyway, and so every month I am doing her monthly artwork. So I haven't done this April section yet, so I normally just will put this in there so that I'm doing a review of this monthly. I might as well just correct it. Correct it. Yeah. Looking for my tweezers, y'all. There they are. Okay, which you can see this adorable little. I love her pictures so much, her doodles. This is the Hobonichi cousin size, and it works perfectly in this little area. You can see how small it is, but I honestly do not mind the way that looks. I'm actually gonna just do it from the corner here, and may and at some other point put in some washi to fill this little area out. Other than that, it's fine. I can maybe do some kind of lettering, hand lettering, but yeah. So today is the 19th. Um, my friend David, this is his anniversary. Rest in peace, David. I miss you very much. And then tomorrow is Easter and another wonderful day. Yeah, so that is for tomorrow, Sunday. Okay. And some notes, which, you know, Saturn has 274 moons? That is an amazing fact. But I do want to put that for my astronomical, so that's why I have that. And you can see I have not been keeping up with this tracker. In fact, I honestly have been thinking about doing away with my tracker, no longer tracking, which um, I've done this for years, this tracking, not necessarily these subjects or these topics, focal points, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I've always had a tracker, and I think I'm gonna do away with it. Now, what sucks about pre-setting up everything, as you can see, all of these months have a tracker. And there are certain things that I am wanting, some focal points that I do want to continue. It's not necessarily these topics though. And it's just a shift in my mindset for the year. And that's basically it. Okay, so that is April monthly caught up. Um, I'm not really sure how much or if any of March I got on film. I have been away for a little while, and we'll get into the reason for that. So this is March, and I'm just going to do a really quick walkthrough. I'm not going to say much on these. I'm just going to do the walkthrough and then um, okay. So that was March. Yeah, April. You can see I do normally I'll put the monthly goals for here. Um, and then this was the first week of March. So last week we were supposed to do a birthday party for my niece. She is turning 5 years old, or has turned 5 years old. And we were supposed to do a birthday party for her last week. However, due to our working schedule, mandatory work for the weekend, it canceled out the party. So there was no birthday party, but I thought this would be a fun, colorful family spread because it was supposed to be a family gathering that we were doing, and then it's going to be family time. A lot of this time around April and May are very family heavy as far as associations, which makes me happy. But there's all kinds of family events from birthdays to Mother's Day to um, Easter, so yeah. But this is the current week that we are, and finally caught up. Today is Saturday, the 19th. So you can see I have yet to put down this week, other than the background on that. So I'm just gonna stick this back into my folder, and in here I have all of my Coffee Monster Co stickers, and then my little, in this little pocket, my Once More with Love stickers. And they just hang around together because I love them so much, both those shops. But yeah, okay. So this is this week's spread. You can see that I went with this fun little Easter bunny, chicky, Easter egg kind of theme. So yeah, and tomorrow is Easter, so that is this day here, the 20th. But yeah, so that's my weekend banner. I thought it came out really cute. I love it so much. I just went with these florals and this fun color, and let's get into it. I do have my notes, so I'm going to pull my stickers and then I will be right back. Okay, great. So I'm back. I've already pulled my stickers, and where the heck did I put them? Okay, here they are. Um, okay, yeah. So I thought I wanted to do a little bit more to the sidebar as well. Okay, so let me just lay down a little bit here of this bunny washi. Just gonna line that up. Okay, just gonna move this page away here. And the sticker just says spring. No. I just want it to say spring, and I think the little ears over the springs is really cute. Okay. Okay, so Monday, I'm using these construction hats from I've Got Soul, or hard hat. They say construction helmet, which is hilarious, but they're hard hats. So that's what I'm. So I'm just gonna lay that here, and that's gonna signify my work, which I do use hard hats every day. I do have it noted that I began listening to The Stand, which these are from Piper Paper Co. And they're just some earbuds. We'll go with this beautiful pink. And I really do want a backing of some sort. So let me see what I can find here. This is my leftover sticker book that I created, had for a long time. Let's see. I don't think I have many flags here. Yeah, I do have some little flags, which I've used a lot of them. So I had a whole bunch of these little tiny flags, and I love them as a backing for my smaller icons, or stickers, whatever you want to call them. But I am running out of them. So I think that's adorable. Okay, great. So that is down, and that is again signifying I begin listening to The Stand. I love listening to audiobooks while I'm at work. It's just I really had a certain kind of feeling for audiobooks, and now I absolutely adore them. Okay. The next one, a very important note that I got an email from a human resources lady from my previous position. And so I'm just going to use this bullet as a backing. And we'll put that there. These are from a Happy Planner sticker book. I love the clear icons that they have as the Happy Planner stickers. Okay. Okay. And then this is the 14th, so the next day was tax day. So I do have a sticker in my leftover planner book for tax days. So let's just get there. And it's in my leftover sticker books, guys, but there was a online printable that I was able to get that had all of these days. I want to say this is a Victoria Thatcher, but please don't quote me because I'm not too sure. It could be some other printable that I had from another printable shop. You know what? I'm just gonna put it on the bunnies. And that just says tax day, just to remind me. Okay. But yes. So I did file taxes though on Monday. Yes, I left it to the very end. You know, that's just the way I do. I have these stickers. It says taxes, and this is from this. I've shown this before on my channel. This Zitgo sticker sheets, gold foil. There's 1,258 stickers in this pack. Yeah, I love this thing. And we're just going to go with this. It says taxes, pinky kind of thing. And I am going to, I don't really want to do a red. I don't know. Red is just not the feel for this. I don't think it is. We'll go with top priority. Well, I already have a sign, so yeah. We'll just do the taxes, and maybe I'll just do a little washi behind the taxes. Yeah, so cool. Okay. So I got the email from Elva, and then I filed my income tax return, so okay. And I'm just using that washi. It's just a little backing. I really love to not pile up like directly on. Just kind of put it askew to the side. So anyway, filed income taxes. Okay, cool. And then yes. Okay, so I'll just leave a space for that. And then I'm just going to use a bullet, the same bullet color. I'll just try to keep that a thing. And I'll just go with an asterisk. And this is just to denote the time that I worked till. Again, I want to put, I like putting these little flags in with this light blue here. Okay, cool. So this is for denoting what time I work till. So did my taxes, lunch, work till 7:30. And we'll go here and notate that. Okay, cool. See, that just, in my opinion, looks more significant as just a tiny bullet. So I had a very scary event happen to me, and I just I work for 12 hours, okay? And my job is to sit and monitor the heating of pipes, okay? And so that's literally sitting and just looking at a screen for 12 hours, okay? Well, I had Fritos like 2 days in a row, and the amount of liquid that my body kept in, because I'm not really used to snacking on things like that. Like, we usually don't buy them, but they were at work, and yeah, it was kind of scary. And then that's gonna denote for my evening plans. Okay, I'm gonna fill this in, and I will be right back. Okay, great. So I just filled that all in. Sorry, just hopefully getting these out of the shot. But yeah, so that is everything filled out. Okay. So let us move on to Tuesday, which is tax day. I'm going to pull the stickers and I'll be right back. Okay, great. So gonna start with, of course, tax day. So that is the 15th, and all our taxes are due. Okay. Gonna move on to put this little helmet down. A helmet. Oh my goodness. Hard hat right here. And I'll put that I'm working at 7 a.m. there in that little spot. Okay. Let's see. Next is going to be a little spot for breakfast. And then that we put a curbside order. I don't think I'll need that much room for a single line for breakfast. And we'll just do that washi there. And we'll go with, we'll just go with the gold because we're doing the gold warning. Kind of want to do like that. Cool. Okay. All right. So that is for my order, my HEB order. Sorry, I'm trying to find places to put my notes and to put the stickers I use to get them out of the way. Okay. Okay. This oops word sticker, I'm going to use this. My daughter texted me that she locked the keys in the car. Oh, I love you. And to back that up, I'm just going to put this little, oh my goodness, if I can get the washi, wow. My goodness, okay. Well, I'm not going to use that bunny now. It's kind of shredded. But I was just going to do a little bunny backing. Let's see. Let's get rid of all that shred there. A little bit more. There we go. Okay, cool. And I don't know. I'm just feeling these little weird angles. And it's just going to say oops. Oh, oops. It really wasn't oops. The bird's like, what did I do? And that's oops. And that is for my daughter texting me that she left the keys in the car. A line for lunch, and then a sweet little heart. My coworker, the sweetheart, he left me some goodies. That's so sweet of him. But he left me some casserole for dinner. So that's so nice of him. So that's going to be notated by a little heart. Like that. And then that I work till 7:30. And the way I'm notating that is by, I will now use the yellow next to the chickie and do an asterisk the way I did previously on Monday. Cool. That's very matchy with the chickie. All right. Okay, great. So then the next thing I did was I'm turning over to my leftovers book, and I do have a little, where I found it earlier. Here we are. This little icon here. And I'm popping that over there. And I think I'm gonna also just do this little to-do right here in the corner. In the corner right there. And so there was the groceries. Then I had to go get my daughter's keys out of the car. And so yeah, all of this was after I got home and then had to pick up. So to pick up my order, it was at 8 o'clock. So then I had to go pick up my daughter's key, and then I waited for my daughter to get out, and there was quite a hubbub. So I had a beer. I had a beer and executive and waited for her to get out, and then picked her up from work. Yeah, judge if you want. I really don't care. Um, and I'm running out of room, so I'm gonna use this little box here to give myself a little bit more room, and just notate that Devin was kind of sad this day because she failed her failed a test that was keeping her in training mode as opposed to getting out on the floor to be a server. So she was kind of sad that day. So let me go ahead and fill this in, and I will be right back. Okay, and that's how that came out. Um, I've seen some YouTubers that they're like, I just don't like all the stickers. It looks like really crowded. It looks really cluttered. I don't care. These are the facts that I want to preserve and to keep in memory. And when I do really good notes throughout the day, this is the way my spreads turn out. So, anyway, all right, on to Wednesday. So, I'm going to pull my stickers and I will be right back. Alrighty, so we are back. Okay, I'm going to use one of these little bags here. In the morning, I took some goodies to work. And I wanted just to notate that I took a bunch of food to work because obviously I'd gone to HEB the day before. So, okay, well, I didn't go, but I put in an order of the hard hat to denote my working at 7 a.m. So that is going to be a weekly thing until I finish them up. Okay. So then a line for breakfast, a line for lunch, and then this little, I'm going to set this up here. So breakfast, lunch, and we'll do to do right here. And we're just going to set this up really quickly. Let's just get this zoomed in just a little bit. Okay, and so I'm going to have that do with this sticker here. This is a printable from I would be lying to you if I said I remembered because I do not remember. So I'm going to put that little fill up there with this little car also. These, however, are from Sunshine Sticker Co., which I love these. I think they're super cute, and they're the tiny icons. I've had these for years, guys, like a really long time. So I do apologize. I don't know if Sunshine Sticker Co. is still in business. However, I have had these icons for a long time before a lot of other shops had mini icons. So yeah, but I love that little car. I think it's so adorable. Okay. Then to kind of a scary situation. I'm using this urgent sticker. Um, my daughter had a lot of pain this day. And she has a lot of pain in her system, and I really honestly don't know what it could be. And so she was in so much pain that she even went to the ER, and that is not like my daughter. She's always one of those, I'm tough, 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 and I can, you know, just deal with it. And she would hardly ever go to the ER. But she did. She did want to go that day. And that right there is more scary than anything. So we're going to use this little, um, is that mad? Yeah, that's a mad one. I really want the one that's worried. Sorry, got here. um, I'm not gonna lie, I was very, very worried, so I'm using this little tear crying one. I want to say that that's still crooked. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna do a little bit of layering up on that. And that says urgent, which I don't know if I like all the layering in that little section, but it is what it is. That's what I'm doing. I think it's fine. Okay, so Riley went to the ER, and then I had some errands. There weren't really errands. I don't know if I want to use that. Because I kind of think of like errands as things that you run around and you do elsewhere. So, I know. I do have this little sticker here that says good habits. So I'm just gonna use some washi here. And then we're just going to use a good habits like that. And then we'll list them right there. Kind of like this whole off kilter kind of thing. So, and then I have a line for dinner. So those are the two errands and then a dinner line. So let me get this all filled out or in, filled in, right? It filled in, and I'll be right back. Okay, great. So that is now filled in. So that is the first part of the week. You can see it's, yeah, all over the place. Okay, great. So next is Thursday. Let me get the second page. And then, yeah, and that's the second page. And that's the weekend banner, which I showed that already, but anyway. Let me get some stickers pulled and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So let's get Thursday filled. Work at 7 a.m. Oh, sorry. Uh, so going to put washi down. And this, this cross right here. I'm kind of doctor or cross. I mean, it is a cross, and it's not really a doctor. My mom's was having surgery, and so I think I'm gonna go ahead and put that cross there, because she was gonna be having surgery, or she did have surgery, because you know this this is today Saturday, so this was this past Thursday. So to work at 7 a.m. Another urgent, because what ended up happening is my daughter had taken some pain medication, and so though she was not feeling 100%, she didn't end up going to the emergency room, which I was not happy about. I really did want her to go to the emergency room, but she's like, it's okay, Mom. I feel better. The medicine helped me a lot. But if I do again start getting to where I'm not feeling 100%, she's like, I will go. I was like, okay, that I can deal with that. You know, she was really tired and she just really wanted to not go to the emergency room, especially since the pain medication that she was on was, well, I'm not gonna lie, pretty strong. And so she was just really tired and really worn out from the pain that she was in. So she did not want to go to the emergency room. And I can't say I blame her, you know what I mean? But the next day, uh, the pain was there in full force again. So she did absolutely go to the emergency room. And I hated I hated it because I was at work. So, you know, and so I I did text her though and stay with her as far as in touch with her. So then we have a breakfast entry, my lunch entry, and this day, it just seemed like this day was just trying. It was very, very trying day. Um, I had a lot to worry about as far as other people because my mom was having surgery and then my daughter's at the ER. I was just in a lot of worry. And yeah, and so originally I was supposed to leave early. I requested this time off to leave early for a Vivaldi uh, concert that I was supposed to go to. It was a candlelight concert, and that's not what ended up happening because, you know, the surgery, my mom kind of sprung on us last minute. She's like, hey, I'm having surgery this weekend or this week. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I've just had these tickets since December of last year, but, you know, priorities, people, right? And so with my mom in the hospital, my dad was going to be left alone at home, and I did not want that. I did not want him being alone. So I just said, you know what? Family is more important. We just went ahead and went straight home. But that is the reason though that I was getting off at 4:30 that day. So it just kind of all worked out. Yeah. So being that I did not, I had a prescription at HEB that had been there for a little while. I think, well, since Monday, I think it was, or last Friday. And so I was super happy because I finally got to pick it up. Because I was able to go and pick it up because normally I work till 7:30, and so by the time I get off of work, that is it. It's closed. It's done. There's no picking up my prescription uh, because it's closed, right? So it sucked. It really does suck. It's like, okay, great. So I'm just doing this little because I'm just going to put in here that I got some ice cream from Wiener Central and that I picked up my prescription from HEB because that's what I did. I thought uh, because I still had some time to pick it up to wait, and so I thought I would go to Wiener Central really quickly, and they told me it was going to be after like 4 o'clock that it would be ready, and so this pushed it right over to yeah. So anyway, I picked up the prescription because I left at 4:30. So I'm sorry, 5 o'clock. Anyway, I had to wait. Then I warmed up some food for my dad, and I stayed this night with my niece, and I watched Lima. That is my niece, and for that, I really love to use these. Let me pull out here. These are the Wonton in a Million sticker book that I found a long time ago at Michael's. And anytime that I use, that I babysit or anything like that, I will use this. Or there is a little babysit sticker that has a onesie. So you can see my niece is 5. She turned 5 this on the 15th. And so these are not, the best representation for her because she's much older than this. She's no longer in a cradle, but she's always my baby. So I'm going to fill this out and I'll be right back. All right, so that is the way Thursday turned out. I'm going to pull my stickers for Friday and we will move this right along. Alrighty, so I am back. Um, this is Friday the 18th. And for those of you that are, uh, I don't really honestly don't know if Good Friday is a Christian or a Catholic, but this is the day of Good Friday. And I thought I had a Good Friday sticker. I was all happy because I have this religious sheet from Oh Hello Stationery Co., which also shows you how long I've had these stickers. I was at one time a um, very dedicated churchgoer, and so I thought these would be good to have. And so there was a Good Friday on here, and I think it was this one, but I don't have it on there. Obviously, I've used it, so I'm just going to put this little colorful box label, so a label, and this beautiful gold heart from an a Happy Planner book, and that's just going to mark Good Friday. Okay, so Good Friday, and oh, two, I was going to use anything Easter related, an Easter egg, which please don't even get cynical people going. If you're a cynical person, I don't want to hear it. How does resurrection have anything to do with Easter eggs? Just, can you not? Anyway, okay, work at 7 a.m. So yeah, and even if I am no longer a practicing um, Catholic, I still do recognize these days do have a holy meaning to them. So, okay. So then I'm going to leave a line for breakfast. And today, um, so we were supposed to work all this weekend. Not, not surprisingly, I was very upset about that. I just thought it sucked. I didn't think it was cool. Um, let's see, work at 7 a.m., breakfast, and then I guess about here. Yeah, I was not happy that we were going to have to work that day. But, it is what it is. I showed up. I was there to do it. And then I noticed when driving in to work that nobody else was there. Like, there were just a very few amount of people that were actually working. So some of the welders were, but they just wanted to finish one run and then we could call it a day. So I was able to leave at 1:30 this day on Friday, which I was very happy because originally we were supposed to have it off. Um, so that's why I was kind of not happy that I had to go in. However, it did work out. So yeah. Okay. Um, my mother was in the hospital and her surgery was done and everything, and I thought, okay, great, well, I'm getting off of work early. I'm going to swing by and just sit with her and wait with her until they release her because she had already been there for a night. And ordinarily that is a good amount of time for my mom to recover, but she turned around and asked for another night at the hospital because she was in so much pain. So there was complications with one of the staff members, and that lady sucks. um, that's all I'm gonna say Yeah, I was pretty pissed though at that whole situation. And so my mom ended up spending the night again. So okay, let's see. I got home and I made food for my dad. So I'm just gonna put on this little, and just want to do a little, um, ordinarily it would be just like a flag, but I thought this little bunny washi would work as a flag. It's fine. Okay, and just healthy is, and so I made him a healthy sandwich, some soup. It was a tuna sandwich, which was really good, and a nice amount of soup, just a little cupful. I made him dinner. And then I had my dinner, so I'll leave a line in there. And then I talked to Devin. She was very happy. I had asked her earlier that day, hey, baby girl, how did your tests go? Let me know, like, what happens. And she called super excited that she had nailed it, that she was done with it, um, and so we had a nice little conversation on the phone, and yeah, so and then I just hung out with my dad and watched television for the rest of the evening. I don't have room for that, so I'm just going to leave that at the end of the day, and let me fill this in, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so this is the way that came out for Friday. So you can see Good Friday. And I was actually able to put in that I did watch television with my dad um, that night because he was, yeah, um, he was alone and I didn't want him to be alone because my mom was in the hospital. She decided to stay in the hospital again. Um, so So yeah, I just went ahead and uh, watched and stayed with him and watched, made sure he ate and made sure he had company. So yeah, that is Friday. Okay, today. Oh wow, it went through. That is. Oh, that's the Y for the Good Friday. Yeah. Well, which doesn't look like a very good Y. Okay, well, I'll make sure to. But I love this little weekend banner. It does take up quite a bit of the space. Sorry, but I think it's super cute. I love it. Love all the bunnies. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull these stickers for today, and I shall return. Okay, so for Saturday, um, today is known as, depends on how you grew up. Um, this is known as Black Saturday, um, or Holy Saturday, whatever, however you know it. I remember this day as a really long mass. um, it was a beautiful mass, but it was very sad and very long. But yeah, so okay. Da, 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 da. Today was a cloudy day, so I have these weather stickers and from Happy Planner. So I'm just gonna put a little cloud right here for a cloudy day. Oh, there's a lot that happened today. Today was an extremely busy day, so I really don't think that I'm gonna be able to put in as many stickers as I have pulled. However, I'm gonna try. So, okay. made breakfast for Daddy, so I'm gonna just use, I didn't make toast for him, but I'm just gonna use this little toast and um, just use that, this little sticker for making breakfast. So let's see, trying to make sure I have the spacing correct. So Black Friday, or excuse me, Black Saturday. You know what? Because I know that there's gonna be a lot of stickers, I was trying to cover up this black mark, but you know what? I'd rather get everything that I really want to notate in there, rather than cover that black spot. I still probably can cover that black spot, so we're gonna try. But I should at least do my dangdest to, we'll just put, yeah, and then we'll put like cloudy day here, right? And then I actually cleaned before I made breakfast. So I have this little, well, little, it's quite a large water bottle. So I have this water bottle that I'm just going to put off here to the side and cut right there. You know that that's a spray bottle. Like, there's no question. And so I'm just going to put clean, restroom, and kitchen. And then I made breakfast for my dad. And then I picked up my mom at the hospital, which I'm trying to remember what I was going to use for that. I know there was something. I know I pulled a sticker for that because that's important. I do have this little heart that would be perfect. And so just going to do that, and looking for that little car sticker. Just use the heart. So clean, kitchen, and restroom. Made breakfast for Dad. I think I can scoot this heart up a little bit more if it'll come up. And I remember what it was. And gonna do this little sticker that says together. Because we were then together, and I took her home and we were all together, and it made me happy that she was home. Then I had all the spending to do, guys. All the spending. Yeah. So I went to Old Navy and I spent a lot. Not, believe it or not, for what I got, it was really good. Birthday So for what I got, it was a really good deal. Really, really good deal. So that is for shopping. And then went to Old Navy, got Devin and Lima gifts, half price books, and then Calypso coffee. I am going to notate this, even though it might not seem like a big, or, you know, okay, wow, you bought yourself some coffee. However, this is the first time that I've tried Vietnamese coffee, and guys, I loved it. I loved it very much. I loved how strong it was. I loved the creaminess. It was really good. There is a Vietnamese coffee shop that I have been wanting to try, and so I was glad that I got the Vietnamese coffee there at Calypso Coffee. It's very good. Then I went to the Dollar Tree to get some bags and some cards, which I have this happy birthday card sticker, but I think I'm just going to just put that as a dot. Yeah, so, uh, yeah. And then I was going to use this big ol' chef's hat and then to cook dinner, but I think I'm just going to stick with the cooked dinner. Um, I'm really hoping I'm going to have the room I'm going to need for the evening because there was still a lot that happened. You know what? I don't think I'm going to put cooked dinner. I think I'm just going to list, so birthday shop, and then list the places. Um, Calypso Coffee, that I cooked dinner, that I went to HEB to shop for tomorrow's items for Easter. Oh, here it is. Okay, so, and these stickers might not line up exactly, but I'm going to use one of these little stickers that I do love these stickers. And that is for grocery shopping at HEB for tomorrow. And I then marinated the meat, soaked the beans, and then filmed this plan with me, which I don't know that I'm gonna have all the room that I need. I do have this cute little pink label with the house, which I am planning here at my house. So I think I could justify using that and utilize. That's kind of why I don't like to use like thicker washi at the bottom, because I do like to make my um, planner details as detailed as possible. So it's fine. Let's see. Let's see how it looks, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so that brings us to today. So all of it I got to pitch. I think it looks adorable. I know it's very cluttery to some people, but this I like. So tomorrow, tomorrow is Easter, and in the manner of Good Friday and of Black Saturday, we're also going to do Easter. So in that manner, I'm gonna get up fairly. The meat's already marinating. The beans are already starting. I'm gonna get up fairly early. Um, at 6 and put the beans on in the crock pot. It takes about 4 hours for them to cook. So that should match up with our noon time that we're going to be trying to get eat at. So we're hoping to have everything ready and done by noon. So that is the immediate plan. So Tomorrow is Easter. Again, I'm going to get up early and make the beans. And so I'm just going to put a little my plan here. Just to ensure that everything is ready by noon. And then afterwards, we're going to do. So I guess I can put. Let me find a sticker, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. So I'm just going to put down this heart. And we plan to eat at noon. So maybe I'll put the heart on top. And it's just going to say family dinner or family lunch. Lunch at noon. We'll do an Easter egg hunt and do plastic eggs full of cash so that the kids can find the 3 golden eggs. We'll put like 3 golden eggs. But this year, I don't think that that's going to be the case. Everybody's work schedule is just so different. So we're just going to actually just have one for my niece, basically is why we are having, you know, so it's just going to be a really quick, like I'm going to have all the food ready at noon. By the time they get here, they're going to eat really quickly and then do the Easter egg really quickly, or the Easter hunt really quickly, and then head out because I have an hour and a half with them. And then she has to run off and do other stuff. So that is the plan for tomorrow. There's not a whole lot that's going to happen after that. I might take a walk in the evening. Or two, my friends have invited me to the beach. So that might happen. So I'm going to keep this space open for whatever happens in the evening. I don't like that this air is open and just empty. It's very unbalanced. And so, but yeah, this right here is going to be for okay. And then cascarones. Okay, great. So this is officially done. It has been a while since I've done a plan with me, guys, and I'm not gonna really apologize for being MIA. I am now working a job where I have 12-hour shifts most of the time, 7 days a week. So us having a weekend off is really rare. So I'm going to definitely take the time that I did today and film this. And so, yeah. But I hope you liked it. I also hope that you all have, if you are practicing, if you, what's the word? If you acknowledge Easter or any significance to it. If not, just have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful Sunday. But yeah. Sorry. Clearing my throat. Don't mean to. So yeah, this is this week. I think it's really cute with all the bunnies and the spring chickies. Lots of Easter So, yeah, it was a hard week, guys. You know, there was a lot of stress and worry about my family and everybody's health. Um, because if you have your health, you have everything, right? So, thank you so much for tuning in to Mary's Happiness. Again, wishing everyone a happy weekend, a happy Easter weekend, if you do acknowledge it. If not, then just have a beautiful Sunday. All right, we'll talk with you soon. Bye.